We go. We live in this camp. We live in this camp. What's up, everybody? We live in this camp. I'm gonna just wait for the people to slide in. We got a little time. I'm gonna eat my little Burger King shit. You gonna slide on in. We want to know why Deontay Wilder will not take this L. Why won't he take this L? That's all I want to know. Why won't he take this L? You hear him 1 minute, he wasn't himself, he was sick, he had the flu. Then you hear, oh, his ring entrance gear was too heavy. It was weighing his legs down, which led to him having the poor performance that he had. What's up, everybody? What's up, JR? What's up, Jess? What's up, Zach? What's up, Joel? What's going on? They will, because I'll tell them to come shot you out, come look at you. But firing Mark Breeland is not going to solve his problems. All right? They talking about, this guy is talking about how Wilder wants to fight Fury in the summertime. Ain't too much going to change in Deontay Wilder's game between Saturday and the summertime. It's still going to be the same guy. It's not going to be no different. Period. He's not going to gain no particular skill set, none of that. But just, he'll never stop being the Bronze Bomber. You know what I'm saying? He's always going to be the Bronze Bomber. And can't nobody take that from him. Because that's who he is. That's his name. That's his persona, the Bronze Bomber. So, you keep saying that, Mondo Jr. What's up, Russ? How I feel is he can't take the ass whooping. All right? He just got his ass beat. Period. You know? And that's the thing. Everybody was feeling sorry for Wilder. No, he wasn't. I get what you're saying, Brian, but he wasn't outboxed. He got his ass beat. Period. Fury gave him a boxing lesson the first fight. That was the boxing lesson. This fight was a pure ass whipping. Period. That's what it was. A straight up and down whooped Wilder's ass. Hands down. Wilder got his ass beat. There's 23 people in the building, only 4 likes, man. Hit the like button. And that's the thing, right, Brian? The bully got bullied. Wilder spent mostly his whole career being this black African-American bully in boxing. That's what he's been doing, bullying other fighters. And then when he finally stepped up against somebody who is not afraid of the bully, who is not afraid of who he is, who's not caught up in the mystique of the bully, he didn't care. He walked his ass down and gave him a fucking lesson. What's up, Double M? Period. So, the firing of Mark Breeland, this is what I was going to say, bro. So, would y'all would have been happier if Wilder would have got killed in that ring? Wilder had his eardrums busted, bro. For all we know, he could have been bleeding from the brain. So, if that fight were to continue, how do we know that Wilder wouldn't have probably died in the ring, or due to the damage that he took in the ring, he probably could have died the next day or some days later, or the next time he took a punch? That could have been it. Nobody in Wilder's corner know that more than Mark Breeland. Mark Breeland is a former Olympian and a former world champion. He's been in there before. So I think he know what to look for when his fighter is not where he should be mentally and physically when he's in that ring. And what he saw from his fighter, because because Wilder is Mark Breeland's fighter. Wilder is not Joe Diaz's fighter, okay? So when Mark Breeland saw that his fighter was in danger, his fighter could be in danger of possibly getting killed or hurt or whatnot, he threw in the towel because he cared about Wilder the man. See, a lot of these fans don't care about you outside of when you're fighting, when you're competing. They don't see how you are when you go. We don't know how Wilder health is right now. We don't know his health right now. Joe Diaz is the same guy that told Wilder that he could be this great dude just off his right hand. He didn't have to work on his skill set. That's some Joe Diaz shit, bro. Joe Diaz don't give no fucks about Wilder for him to say what he said about Mark Breeland, who was actually looking out for the benefit of Deontay Wilder. So for Jay Diaz to shit on Mark Breeland, that lets you further know. And there's another thing that gets me about this whole white devil shit that Wilder was pressing. Oh, the white devil this, the white devil this. Well, the black man was looking out for you, and you picked the motherfucker that was willing to see you get killed over your own people. Think about that for a second. Wilder was willing to fire Mark Breeland, who he knew was willing to help him out in the situation. His own brother from another mother, he put him on the back burner for this white dude who was willing to keep pushing the fight. Like, yeah, Wilder, keep fighting. So if Wilder would have died, you know what y'all would have been saying? Y'all should have stopped the fight. Y'all should have stopped the fight. So because they did what they felt they were supposed to do to possibly prolong his career. What's up, Go Beach Mo? I got you. You want to get mad at Mark Breeland? Just how y'all shitted on Lou DiBella. You shitted on Lou DiBella for trying to get Wilder that $120 million deal. I bet y'all wish y'all took that deal now. Because at least if Wilder would have took that ass, but think about it. Take out the Dominic Brazil fight, because we already know unification Trump mandatory, right? We already know that. So if Wilder would have took that deal, he could have made more money fighting Joshua twice than he made off of fighting Brazil, Ortiz, and Fury. He could have made more money in one fight with Joshua or two fights with Joshua than he could have made with Brazil, Ortiz, and Fury. 24, that's 60 million if he was getting 20 apiece. That's 60 million, bro. He could have gained an extra 40 million for two Joshua fights. He didn't make nowhere near. He barely just got over half of that in 3 fights, which way he could have made more with only 2 with Joshua. He would have never had the trip on fighting Brazil because unification Trump mandatory. So even if he wouldn't have took the mandatory fight with Brazil and then took the unifications with Joshua twice, that's still $100 million, not including the back end money you making on the pay-per-views as well. So you would have took the same ass whooping, but you would have made more money. You would have made more generational wealth for you and your family. And you didn't take that because of Alan Heyman? Let me get to my comments. What's up, John Cable? I agree, Double M. We gotta expose Jay Diaz. Jay Diaz is the dude that told Wilder that he don't need nothing but his will. He don't have to get no skill. He don't have to get better. He don't have to work on his skill set at all. Jay Diaz is the original yes man in Deontay Wilder's corner. Jay Diaz, that white dude, literally, bro. I mean, literally is the reason why Wilder is the way he is, bro. Listening to Jay Diaz, bro, who don't know shit about boxing, bro. Know nothing about boxing, bro. Jay Diaz don't know shit about boxing. What he do know is that he's getting his little change. He's getting the most money he's made in his whole life off of Wilder. I called it, boom, man. I said Fury was tagging Wilder at will in the first fight, and with the added power, he promised he's gonna whoop his ass. Yep. Yeah, he wants to fight a third time, but I don't think Wilder really want to fight. I don't think it's gonna happen. What difference can you make between now and the summertime? What difference will you make? But the thing is, Jay Diaz is not helping Wilder. Jay Diaz is not helping prolong Wilder's career. If Jay Diaz was the head trainer over Mark Breeland, Deontay Wilder probably would have either been severely injured or possibly dead. Because Jay Diaz did not want to throw in the towel to stop that fight. He didn't want to stop that fight. He wanted Tyson Fury to constantly pummel Wilder. He wanted that. We're gonna talk about that double. I'm gonna call you when I'm done. If you up or you're not busy. But I'm gonna call you when I'm done because I want to talk to you. I've been want to talk to you about this. So, with that being said, who is really cooning? Who is really cooning? Because if you really look at it, Wilder was saved by Mark Breeland. He was saved by Mark Breeland. And he said, it was quoted, I seen it on Fight Hype, shout out Fight Hype. He was quoted saying by, I forgot what the dude's name was. I sent it to Double M, sent the link to him. He was quoted saying that Wilder said that anybody that throws the towel in on his fights will suffer the consequences. So you mean to tell me, bro, you was willing to die in a Fury fight? Like you was literally willing to lose your life. You got kids, bro. When somebody do something like that, you should be happy because they thinking about at the end of the day, bro, you got to be here for your kids, bro. Because when you get out of this ring, you got to be around your kids. You know what I'm saying? Your kids are seeing you with the busted eardrum. They're seeing you with the concussions. They're seeing you with all this pain, all these injuries that the people that watch the sport don't give no fucks about. All right? They don't care. They just want to see Wilder get fucked up. They don't care that he could have broken ribs, severed eardrum. They don't give a fuck about none of that. For all they know, good job. Somebody, good job. Wilder, you deserve all that shit. But if it had been up to Jay Diaz, Wilder would have been in worse condition than what he was. You know what I'm saying? So it's I feel like this. The bully got bullied. But they all will do whatever. Yeah, I know Jay Diaz ain't fought, right? I know he ain't never fought. He don't know shit about boxing, bro. He don't know shit about boxing. Nothing. Nothing. Bruh, he could have ended up like Mildred Taylor. That's what I was seeing. I was feeling like Wilder is going to end up like Mildred Taylor. If that fight would have continued, that's how he would have ended up. Like Mildred Taylor. He'd have ended up a vegetable. Because Wilder was getting hit with shit on the level that he's supposed to be on. You're not supposed to be getting hit with them shits. Right now, Fury is the number one heavyweight in boxing, bro. Fury is the number one heavyweight in boxing. The reason why I say that, because Fury never lost his belts. He never lost his belts. No one never beat him for his belts. And at this point, he's the only heavyweight in boxing right now to actually hold all the belts and never lose. At this point, Tyson Fury is a two-time heavyweight champion of the world, former unified champion, did not who's number two? Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua lost. He lost his belts, bro. Tyson Fury never lost. He never lost. If you really look at it, he never lost. No, I wouldn't say when you keep fighting tomato cans. I wouldn't say that. I would say when you choose to disrespect the sport. Because Wilder never progressed. This should be a lesson to people to know that if you want to get to the top upper echelon level in combat sports, you can't get to a certain skill set and say, okay, I'm good enough. It's good enough. You're never good enough because there's always somebody that's trying to reach the next level that can kick your ass. It's always somebody out there that can kick your ass. And at this point, Wilder can't say he's the baddest man on the planet no more. Tyson Fury is the baddest man on the planet because he just whooped the man who self-proclaimed to be the baddest man on the planet. How has AJ done more than Tyson Fury, who has not lost his belts? He never lost. Like, I get it. But Tyson Fury, if you look at it, Tyson Fury won the world championships twice on foreign soil. Come on, you got to give Tyson his credit. I'm just telling you, got to give the man his credit, man. Tyson Fury won both times he's won belts and championships. It's been on foreign soil. He's went to somebody else's backyard and beat him. Just saying. Fighters ain't doing that nowadays. They're not doing that. Because Fury would have killed him in that ring. Right, because then nobody think he was going to beat Klitschko. No one thought Tyson Fury was going to beat Klitschko. Everybody thought Klitschko was going to get him out of there. But Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight in the world. He's the best heavyweight right now. He's number one. He never lost. He lost his. He basically got. He pretty much could say he vacated or was stripped of the belts. No one never beat him for the belts. And then he's won all of them except the belt that he got now. So he's held every belt. He's the only heavyweight in boxing right now that's active that has held every belt. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give it to him. No, not that I know of. I don't know if he really did anything to Mark Breeland. I just know they talking about firing Mark Breeland or Mark Breeland, which I feel is not cool. But Sugar Hill not finna train Fury no more. He said it was one fight, one and done. He out. One and done, he gone. But what I'm saying is Mark Breeland shouldn't be fired. Mark Breeland shouldn't be fired for looking out for his fighter. He should not fire him. Mark Breeland did what any trainer is supposed to do for their fighter, bro. If Mark Breeland wouldn't have stepped in and did what he did, Wilder could probably be hospitalized. Wilder could be the next Mildred Taylor. He could have been. So, and it's like, you not that good to where you should feel that, oh, if you throw in the towel, that's crazy, chosen one. That's crazy that they fire Mark. And watch, if they wouldn't have stopped that fight and Wilder would have got massively, severely concussed, bro, watch how they would have said you should have stopped that fight. You should have stopped it. You should have stopped it. He was concussed. He was this. He was that. And what's funny to me is y'all didn't have that same energy for Anthony Joshua. Y'all didn't have that same energy for Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua get hit behind the ear, clean shot. AJ got a glass jaw. AJ got a glass chin. Blah, 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 blah. Wilder get hit the same way. Wilder gets hit the same way. Oh, that's rabbit punch. He hit him behind the head. And that's what I'm saying. That's why, excuse me. Excuse me. That's why I respect AJ. Regardless of the mistakes he made in training camp or the mistakes he didn't make in training camp. Bro, we gonna rap about that Double M. I seen that. We gonna rap about it. But it just don't make sense, bro. That's stupid. So you gotta think. Wilder is waiting. You waiting. You're taking unnecessary punishment while you're waiting to catch somebody with a right hand. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. None. Yeah, AJ brings in more money. He brings in the revenue, but right now Tyson Fury, he got stardom in America. AJ don't got no stardom over here. Fury got stardom. Fury bring people out too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think. You know what I'm saying? Like, in Vegas, it was pro Fury, bro. And it's nothing. Check this out, Double M. Wilder, Tank Davis, Errol Spence. What's up, Chin Smoke? These guys don't have real fans. Shout out to the UK. These dudes don't got no real fans, bro. They got internet fans. I'm going to explain that. They got internet fans. They got fans that if I made a video getting on Errol Spence, if I made a video getting on Wilder, if I made a video getting on Tank Davis, y'all come out. Y'all come out quick and leave comments, be chat warriors and all that shit. Y'all quick to do that. But y'all ain't showing up to the fights, though. Blue Bloods got damn near 100,000 subscribers. 78 got damn near 100,000 subscribers. Boxing Ego, Deontay's Boxing Nation, 100,000 subscribers apiece between the two of them. And majority of your subscriber base are Wilder fans, or Errol Spence fans, or Tank Davis fans. So why are y'all not going to these fights to support this dude? Why? Y'all get on the internet and be all in the comment section and all in the live streams and all that shit. But when the man got to fight, why I don't see all y'all Wilder fans in there? Why I don't see? But I see people coming all the way from the UK. It was a Gun Rights Mafia, shout out to Mob, had told me that it was motherfuckers coming from the UK spending at least $1,500 to $2,200 just to get here. Just to come here. They're spending up to $2,200 US just to come here. We ain't talking about the room and board, food, the fight tickets. We ain't talking about that. We just talking about the amount of money they spending just to come here. What's up, Black? And you mean to tell me that half of you Wilder fans won't even spend half of that money to go see him fight in your own country? And Tyson Fury got motherfuckers coming all the way from the UK, spending thousands of dollars to see him fight, and Wilder can't get the people in his own country to do that for him? Bullshit. Wilder, Errol Spence, them dudes got internet fans. They don't got no real fans, bro. They don't got no real fans, bro. I see that. They don't have no real fans. They got internet fans. Yeah, y'all talk all that shit on the internet. Yeah, y'all talk all that shit on YouTube. Why y'all not at the fights? UK coming all the way over here to support they guy, but we ain't going all the way to the UK to support Wilder. They not doing that. That's because Mexicans come out for that dude. They come out for that guy. We ain't coming out for our people. We do all this pro-black, all that bullshit. But we ain't coming out for our dudes, though. We ain't coming out to support them for real, for real. We'll talk that shit on the internet. We'll talk that shit on Twitter and YouTube. But that's the thing, Double M. We got people here too, and they not showing up. Why they not showing up, and they here. They're in the country. They're in the United States of America, and they not even showing up to support their American champion. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say that. Do 78 go to Wilder fights? No. Blue Bloods do. I know he do. I know Fanny Nanny don't. Beauty shop conversations he used to. Until he got his license revoked. But as far as the hardcore, all you fanboys that be in my comment section, Bruce Bangs section, Two Hands Up, Myron Magnus, Andrew, D Jeff, y'all ain't at the fights. Y'all not at the fights. For real. Internet Black Power Super Chat Movement Promotions, bro. No, they don't want to hear the truth, bro. They don't want to hear it. It's nuts, bro. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Nigerians go hard for theirs, bro. It don't make no damn sense. Ukrainians come out for they do. The Russians come out for they guy. The Filipinos come out. Let me say something about Manny Pacquiao, and I got two Filipinos, a gang of black folks, and it's only two Filipinos in the building. Let me say something about Manny Pacquiao. Them two Filipinos gonna get their balls gonna drop for Manny. They don't care if they surrounded by a bunch of black people that are Floyd Mayweather fans. They balls will drop for Manny. Ain't nobody balls dropping for Wilder, bro. Ain't nobody balls dropping for that, bro. It's a bunch of cockamamie bullshit. Straight up. I'm just telling it like it is, bro. These Wilder fans ain't real fans. They not real fans. Lomachenko got real fans. Teofimo got real fans. Ryan Garcia got real fans. Canelo got real fans. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford got real fans. You know what I'm saying? Got real fans. Like the Earl Spence, Mikey Garcia fight. Who mainly sold out that venue? Mikey Garcia fans or Earl Spence fans? Mikey Garcia fans. All you Earl Spence fans that talk all that shit on the internet, Earl this, Earl that, why y'all ain't at the fight then? Come on, man. Because they know Wilder, right, Dublin? They know Wilder not that good. But they'll sit there and preach that doctrine all. Mayweather do have real fans. You one person, John. You're one person out of what, 100,000 people that claim to be. So one person out of 100,000 people. So you represent for the 100,000s of Wilder fans that's on Blue Bloods and 78 and Boxing Ego. You represent your one person having ass represents for all them thousands of people that don't show up. How the fuck do you do that? Wilder is an American. How the fuck you let some people from the UK come over here and the UK fans take over more than American fans, and Wilder is the American heavyweight champ? How the fuck that work? Fury got more people willing to come over here. That's not true. That's not true, John. That's not true. I know somebody that know Earl. That's what you don't know, John. I know somebody that know Earl. And that told me that was there with Earl. You know what I'm saying? Wilder is not relatable. You saying that shit now because he got his ass whipped. But let me have said this last year or 6-7 months ago, your story would be, you'd be singing a different tune. I ain't hearing that shit, John. What's your excuse for why Wilder got his ass whooped? Was it because of his ring walk gear? Was it too heavy for him? The reason why Earl Spence didn't announce his next fight is because he wanted to put on a WWE show for the PBC audience. See, it was all good if Wilder would have won. Yeah, I'm going to announce my next fight. I'm finna do blah, 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 blah. But when Wilder lost, oh, you motherfuckers went through the back door, tried to escape like y'all was running from the plague. Because y'all really on some sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Y'all really on this WWE bullshit. Period, for sure, Lo. Serious, it's just like, bro, and you look at Errol Spence, bro, these dudes is cool. They got their fame. They don't care, bro. Wilder is still a champ, yeah, and your feeble brain, he will always be champ to you. He will always be champ to you. But Wilder is not a champion. Because if he was a champion, he wouldn't have been tired in the third round. Champions don't get tired in 3 rounds. All right? If he was a real champion, he wouldn't make no excuses. What's up, Renzo? He would accept and own up that he didn't train properly. He would actually own up and say, you know what? I took the sport for granted. It is what it is. Fury didn't outbox him. Everybody keeps saying that. Fury outboxed him. That the ones that want to discredit Fury's win keep saying Fury outboxed him. Fury outboxed Wilder the first fight. The first fight, he outboxed him. This fight, he whipped his ass. That wasn't no boxing match. That was a scrap. Fury came to put on a proper scrap and whooped his ass. Period. No ifs, ands, maybes, buts, possibility. Man, Fury whooped Wilder's ass. He bullied the bully. Can't win them all. You didn't say that shit last year when you were saying how Wilder is unbeatable. Ain't nobody gonna beat Wilder. Ain't nobody gonna do this. Ain't nobody gonna do that. Wilder is king and blah, 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 blah. Now you singing a different tune, nigga. When you was one of the main ones saying how wasn't nobody finna beat Wilder and Wilder is this and I'm hating on Wilder and da-da-da-da-da, when everything I said about Wilder and how to beat him, Tyson Fury did that shit on Saturday night. Fuck out of here. Where's my coffee? Nobody got time for you. Nobody got no time for you and your foolishness. What do you think of Anthony versus Tyson? I think he'll be back. No, he not. No, he not. Wilder said himself, if Tyson Fury knock him out, he gonna retire. Tyson Fury stopped him. He should be retiring. Tell him, Red, you been here. You been seeing it. You been seeing it, bruh. The whole, like, you've been in my lives when I say shit and they talk shit, blah, 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 and it's like, all right, cool, bet. Now y'all want to act like, oh, he'll be back, he'll do this, he'll do that. Nope. Wilder not coming back. Anytime somebody else is speaking for you, he ain't right up here. Are you saying his spirit? Bro, Tyson took everything from Wilder, bro. Everything. Tyson took his spirit. Tyson took his soul, bro. He Shang Tsung that boy. For real. He couldn't do shit. He stayed with that. He stay on that. I had John blocked, but I unblocked him because I miss his little antics. I miss his bullshit antics. But like I said, it was disrespectful for Mark Breeland to basically get the boot. Mark Breeland shouldn't have got the boot. He shouldn't have. But that shows you that Wilder is not a real man out here. He's still a little boy. He's still making excuses. And I was right for all the shit that I've said about Wilder in the past. Period. Even Leonard Ellaby couldn't give the proper... Like, y'all are bitches. You PBC fucks are bitches, bro. Like, y'all can't give nobody the proper respect that they deserve. Y'all can't give them the proper credit that they deserve in the sport of boxing because y'all too busy got y'all goddamn noses up your asses. And anybody that say something to y'all that makes any type of sense... Y'all shit on them. Oh, we hating. We hating. I'm hating because Wilder need to get his skills up. Wilder didn't throw not one significant jab that whole fight. And I said if Wilder was going to beat Fury the second time, he's going to have to be able to change levels with his jab. He can't just jab up top. He can't have that little flickering jab. or he's trying to set you up to throw the straight right hand. He needs to have an authoritative jab, okay? An authoritative thudding jab, period. If he don't do that, he gonna have hell. Jab to the head, jab Fury to the body. You long, you rangy. Wilder can't even slip a punch. I didn't see Wilder slip. Well, I seen Wilder do this shit. He did the day. Like, that's what he was doing. Then what is that? This boxing, bro. He had him doing the day. And then the referee finally stopped the shit. And then you want to fire somebody who actually had your best interest at heart. It's sad, bro. It's sad in the sport of boxing. I feel bad for Mark Breeland. I feel bad for anybody who do business with Wilder. I feel bad for Wilder because he's trying to stay with Jay Diaz, who would have got him killed. Would have got him killed. Really would have. And that's sad. And I can't stay. I'm gonna constantly keep saying what I've been saying about Wilder. It's gonna be some more. It's gonna be some videos coming out about this particular topic, but this ain't right and this is wrong. And I don't see how Wilder is gonna continue his career. I don't see why. Like, well, who Wilder gonna fight? So if he fight Fury and lose, who he gonna fight? Nobody. He not gonna fight Big Baby Miller. He damn sure not gonna fight Dillian White. He ain't finna fight Oscar Rivas. He not finna fight like a cow neck, because at this point, ain't nobody afraid of you now, Wilder. No one's afraid of you now. No, that right hand, the mystique of that, bro, that shit is finna be over. That shit over. Everybody saw. All you gotta do is just stay in his chest. Stay in his chest. Basic boxing fundamentals whoops Deontay Wilder's ass every time. Because he don't know what to do. And that goes to Jay Diaz and also Mark Breeland for not really making him do what's necessary to learn what he got to learn to be prepared for those situations. Because somebody should have told him, like, hey, man, look, I get it. But one day, because it's going to happen, you're going to run into somebody that's going to not care about your right hand. You're going to run into somebody that may even eat that motherfucker and still keep coming. One day that's going to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to prepare you for that day. Nobody did that. They left him ignorant. They left him in a fucked up position to where now, look at what you got. This is what you get. And he's not going to change. He's not going to get better. He's going to be, what you see is what you get with Deontay Wilder. And at this point, anybody that showed Deontay Wilder not afraid of him, they going to whoop his ass. And that is what? That's a bully. Because that's how it is with bullies. Yeah, bullies will get at you when they know, oh, you afraid of getting punched by them because they hit hard. Or you afraid because they bigger than you. So once you get over the fear of their size, once you get over the fear of them hitting you and it don't bother you no more, you ain't afraid no more. Once you get over that, the bully has no more power. Now the bully is afraid. Because this motherfucker not scared of me no more. This motherfucker not, he can dish it just like I'm dishing it. But I can't take it though. See, Wilder could dish it, but he can't take it. He could dish out a gang of punishment, but he can't take it. This game ain't for Deontay Wilder. Boxing game ain't for him. You know what I'm saying? If he come back, he win, that's great. Good job. I feel like if Wilder come back and win his belt, he got to come back in a year. Straight up. I get that to him hands down. But at this point, I don't see Wilder coming back. For what? If he did come back, it'd be just to save face. At this point, I don't see him being a world champion again. At this point, he can't even alleviate a Dillian White, a Chisora fight. He really don't want to fight Chisora. Chisora sparks him. But a Chisora fight, a Dillian White fight, a Joseph Parker fight, a Usyk fight. Like, at this point, you ain't in the position to where you can bargain. You're not on your Doctor Strange hype finna bargain with Dormammu. That's not how this is finna go. That's not how it's gonna go. It is what it is. You gotta accept the game for what it is, player. Straight the fuck up. But I feel like firing Mark Breeland was a bad decision. Jay Diaz is gonna get Wilder killed. Jay Diaz is gonna get Wilder killed. And for Deontay Wilder to put Jay Diaz over Mark Breeland when Mark Breeland has done more for Deontay Wilder than Jay Diaz will ever do for Deontay Wilder, it says a lot. It speaks volumes to me. It speaks volumes, and it's sad. And I'm gonna make sure that me and Double M is gonna expose Jay Diaz. You hear that, Jay Diaz? Me and Double M, we coming for you. Yeah, me and Myra Magnus, we coming for you, Jay Diaz. Prepare yourself. All right, y'all. One.